Hi guys, it's Melanie. Happy Monday. So today we are starting off the week with a tutorial for the PUR Love Your Selfie 2 palette. I did a review on this last week. If you missed that, I'll link it down below for you, but I am showing you guys an eye look today that I used from these shades right here. I also am wearing the mascara as well as the lip gloss from the kit. I'm not wearing the liner because it's a little bit too dark for me right now. With it still being summer, I tend to like my makeup to be just a little bit lighter, and that's a pretty intense lip here. So, but everything that I have on my face for the most part comes from this palette, and the foundation, the contour, and the actual blush that I'm wearing will be listed down below as well. I personally can't use this photogenic color as a blush because my pores are a little bit on the larger end of the spectrum. They're definitely getting smaller with the Paula's Choice Niacinamide booster that I'm using, but still. I just don't think that I look good with a super shimmery blush, and this is definitely a more shimmery blush or blush topper, but whatever is on my cheeks, I'm going to list down below for you. I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial, and let's go ahead and get into it. So let's go ahead and get this look over here on my left eye. So the first thing that I did, and I actually did this a little bit earlier this morning before I took Stella to school, was take the color Headshot, which is this kind of light matte. It's definitely not skin tone, but it's very similar to Wet n Wild's Brulee, and I just took that on a fluffy brush and applied that all over my eye primer. That is going to help the rest of these colors that I'm applying blend a little bit easier. For me, I find that shadows tend to grab a little bit more than I want them to when I don't put down a base shadow first over my primer. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is take a tapered blending brush. You guys will notice, I always get questions, what brushes are you using? I don't list the brushes because I don't recommend them. These are my old Sigma brushes that I need to replace. So I don't have a company yet that I have found brushes from that I feel like recommending on my channel, so I haven't really talked that much about brushes, but I'm using these because these are what I have right now, but they need to be replaced. Anyway, I'm going to go in the color Composition, which is actually the bronzer that comes in this palette, and I'm going to take this other stuff out of here because it's just going to fall out every time I lift this up. So I'm going to go ahead and take Composition on this fluffy brush and apply that into my crease. I don't tend to use bronzer, so for me, this makes a better eyeshadow than it does face product. Okay, so I'm putting that in my crease. I haven't done a tutorial in a while, so this feels a little bit awkward for me, so pardon me if I'm not at the right angle or anything. So just work that into the crease. And these are very pigmented, so it's important to tap the brush off prior to like putting these on, because once you get them on, you're gonna have some trouble blending them out if you don't tap off the excess and then carefully place them prior to starting to blend them in. Put a little bit more emphasis on the outer portion of my eye than I do the inner, but that's only because I like the shadow to come up just above my crease in that area. Next thing I'm going to do is take, and you will get fallout, so be prepared with a fluffy brush to be able to brush that away. Next I'm going to take a blending brush, and I'm going to go in the color Statuesque, which is this matte shade right here, and I'm actually going to go over top of the Composition to tone down a little bit of the warmth in that and just intensify it slightly. It is a lighter shade than the Composition bronzer blush, but I do find that it changes the tone of it a little bit, which I really like. Then I'm going to take the color Pose, which is this kind of pinky nude or light pinky shade down here. It is a matte, and I'm going to use that to help blend out that crease color just a little bit and make that gradient or transition up to the brow a little bit less harsh. I don't tend to like really like intense transitions. I really do like more of that like soft gradient upward versus like hard like lines. Okay, so when you're happy with that, like I am now, I'm going to take the color Abstract, and I'm actually going to use this on my fingers so that I can get a much more intense color payoff on my lid. Sorry, it's this guy right here. This reminds me a little bit of MAC's Satin Taupe. It's a very similar color, and that is probably one of my all-time favorite shades. It's one of the colors that I've always tried to dupe with other eyeshadows that I've purchased from other companies, and I would say this one is pretty dead on. You can see I'm getting a lot of fallout from this right now, and I'm not super careful with the placement because I do have to go back in and blend the crease one more time. So I just sort of get it on there and then worry about the blending when I get to that point. While I'm at it, I am going to take a flat definer brush and also put that Abstract shade on my lower lash line. And then I need to brush away this fallout. So I'm just pressing that into the lower lash line for some definition. I wear powder foundation, so for me it works really well just to do my powder foundation first and then brush away the fallout. If you use a liquid and that tends to be a little bit more sticky for you, I would do my eyeshadow first with these particular colors or shadows from PUR because they do tend to have a little bit of fallout. So I'm going to go in the color Statuesque one more time with my blending brush and take that into the crease and clean up that lid shade that may have worked its way up a little bit further than I wanted it to. Okay, so I'm happy with that now. I'm going to go ahead, turn the camera off, and I'm going to put on my liner. The stuff that's on the rest of my face I will link down below, but the liner that I'm putting on is the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, Definitely a Turn On in Brown Perfection. So that's the liner that I'm going to use today. I'm going to put mascara on and then show you guys the finished look. Here is the finished look. I did use the mascara that comes in the kit, and I also have the lip gloss on from the kit. So again, if you missed my initial review and swatches of the Love Your Selfie 2 palette, I will link that video down below for you. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I think it's a great palette, and I've gotten some really pretty looks from it. And if you are looking for a complete, well, almost complete face palette, this is a really good one to try out. So you can find it at the PUR website, but you can also find it at Ulta. And I think it's a really fun new release from them. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.